Okay, this is a video on completing the square. This doesn't have an a value. If it did have an a value, you'll want to divide everything by the a value, and then it's exactly like this one. So, completing the square, this is number 24 on page 289, so this is right off the homework. I'm going to walk through how we've been doing it in class. So if you can pick up, again, one more small piece, count that as a win. So first step number 1 is to get the constant term to the other side of the equal sign. I'm going to push it across the equal sign. So you're just left with your A term and your B term over here on the left-hand side. Your C term went to the right-hand side. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to create that additional piece. You want to add something to make it a square. So step 2 is to take b divided by 2. So b is 6. 6 is b because it's our second term. Divided by 2 squared. Okay? Always b divided by 2 squared. Doesn't matter what b is. Divided by 2, square it to get this term. So we're adding that on. If we add it to the left-hand side over here, you need to add it to the right-hand side. And it's the exact same term. So you can't just add something to the left and not add it to the right. It has to be balanced. All right, so what is 6 divided by 2 squared? So come up with that value now. So we end up with x squared plus 6x plus 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I'm just changing these values to 9, but otherwise everything else is the same. Now you need to factor. You want to make sure that you factor and you get 2 sets of parentheses that are the same. So we want to take and find two numbers that multiply to 9 and add to 6. So multiply to 9 adds to 6, 3 and 3. So it's x plus 3, x plus 3. And I'm going to add those together to get 12. It will be the exact same set of parentheses every time or something went wrong because you are creating that. That is the whole purpose of doing what we do. So x plus 3 times itself is x plus 3 squared. Okay? To undo a squared, use square root. To get rid of a squared, square root. So this becomes x plus 3. And the square root of 12, can be simplified. This breaks into 4 and 3. This breaks into 2 and 2. So it's the square root of 2 times 2 times 3. So you're looking for pairs, okay? Inside of this radical, if you find a match, you take it outside. So 2 goes on the outside, square root of 3 on the inside. I'm going to erase this to try to confuse us less here. So whenever I take the square root of a number, you have to check for the pairs. You want to make sure that there's nothing I can take out. And then once you have that simplified, it's plus or minus. Last step is to get x completely by itself by subtracting or whatever. In our case, subtracting. Might be adding, but subtracting that 3. So x is isolated. So I have x. So I'll just move all the way over here. X is by itself now. And it's equal to plus or minus 2 square roots of 3 minus 3. And you cannot go any further than that. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know. If it didn't work, just let me know tomorrow. But that's as far as you can go. You can't simplify that any further. Make sure the plus minus is there because you have to show 2 solutions, and that's how you do that. So that's 24. Give another one a shot. Let me know if I can help you. Thanks.